I told you.
I'd like to start off by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakabah, double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops, DMS, Protestant teaching. Peace, blessing, mercy, and salutation to all the brotherhood out there teaching the truth and sincerity, trying to get the truth of the matter out there. We're going to start with Isaiah 6 and 10.
Sit at 6 and 10, right?
Yeah, Isaiah 6 and 10. And, this might be the last wicked holiday that people get to celebrate. If you're dealing with the Omicron and then the C ragamuffin. But it's a beautiful time to be alive in the truth. For the one and only main reason is to be saved, right? And I don't know if you watched that video about the brother who had that dream about the apostles' ark with all the jewelry on him. Okay, so I guess some brother had a dream where the apostles were getting decked out with silver and gold, not gold, but silver, and that, I guess that represented the times we're in now, because now everybody's got that work. They did their work, so now we got to do the work that's just continuing. So basically, there's a big awakening going to happen, and from what I got from that dream is, you're almost out of here, which is a good thing. You want to go ahead and get that?
Here's Isaiah 6 and 10. Make the heart of this place, of these people fat. Make their ears heavy and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart and convert and be healed.
So even if we are telling these people, but a lot of people, like a huge portion of that society that we're living amongst, is going to be sent for death. And that's the way you got to say it. No nice way. You can't beat around that bush. That's just marked for death. And one of the main reasons is if we keep having more years to come, then they're going to keep adding more folly and gross fatness to these people. They're going to be blind and deaf, but they don't want to believe. So even if we tell them they have a chance to believe, but I guess the Lord doesn't want them.
Blinding them.
Yeah, setting them up, which is a good thing, because now we know, well, we always know that he's a terrible power. Now he knows that he has favorites. And if you have any precepts, bring them out. Because his people are amongst all the people. That's how you get punished back in the day. You get taken away from your land.
So even that was it 1438 about that person that he picked up sticks on the Sabbath. I think those numbers 38,
yeah.
And so that's why we have the fringes. So every time we look down, we know, okay, we're not supposed to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that he got actually put to death though, because he picked up sticks though on the Sabbath though. So therefore they took him to the council. The elders took him and then they stoned him to death though. So that's why it says I think it's Numbers 38. It says that's why we wear the fringes.
And that's how people forget, because that story wasn't told to every generation.
Yeah.
Some generations got skipped, but now we're telling you. And now that you're listening, like the scripture said, make the ears of these people fat and have their hearts gross. Not believing the things that they should be believing, just on the things that they perceive to be the truth. From there, you want to go to Isaiah 1, verses 3 and 4. And that's a big problem, because people were saying, especially some camps, they're saying that the mark of the beast isn't real.
Yeah, IEIC says that That's when you salute, because you know it's the hand and you salute to the devil's system. You know what I mean?
It's whatever it is, as long as it's not what the apostles said,
Yeah.
right? As long as it's not what we say it is.
Yeah, because if you look into the blue letter, because you know there's different terms for the mark. 9 and 4, Ezekiel 9 and 4, it means a show exemption. You look at the 13 and 16 in Revelation, though, it tells you a graven pragma, which is graven, and then it's, to leave pretty much a mark, though. There's same word, but different definitions. Both of them have each precept has for that word.
So, that's a good precept. I'm going to bring it out. Ezekiel 9 and 4. And Yahweh Shem Yahushai said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
That's aren't we doing that right now? That's a spiritual mark. You know, aren't we doing that right now?
And nobody's got a gun to our head. Get the fuck up and go out there.
Yeah.
There's a spiritual sword on our neck, but we already know that there's consequences. We're out here prophesying, like the scripture said, mark those people.
Yeah, Romans 16. You want me to get it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
And all these people that are passing by, they have a chance to get marked.
Oh yeah, and it's Christmas though, but you know everyone's doing their thing. You know what I mean?
How you doing, man? How you doing? Pretty good. That's good. And there's different kinds of marks. There's a car called the Mark 8.
Yeah.
The Lincoln Mark, and everybody knows that car because it's a mark of high class, or what's it called? Business class.
Well, that was the you said the Lincoln Navigator?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the first one to get the first Navigator back in 2000, early 2000. It was the first one to have the navigation, the GPS. I remember though, those were hot back then though.
But just look at that. That was the mark, right? The mark back then was the navigation system, which is a part of the beast system.
Yeah. This is Romans 16 and 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary unto the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them.
Yeah, avoid those guys.
Yeah.
Like if what's this guy's called? Sakaris.
Oh yeah.
They don't worship Yahushua. You know, a lot of camps don't worship Yahushua, which is then it gets you fucked up.
Yeah. It's crazy though, because a lot of them do. GMS camp that. You know, say Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, and then Sakari says Yahweh and Yahushai, but they don't worship Yahushai, so that's weird.
It's because they're clowns.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, if somebody's just saying shit and they don't understand it, they're just there to fill up space.
Yeah.
That's why Apostle R is always like, you gotta be on fire, you gotta be on fire, you got to be on fire.
Can't be lukewarm.
Let's go back to Isaiah 1 and 3, and 3 and 4. Because these are the times that we're in right now.
There's Isaiah 3 and 4. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel do not know, my people do not consider.
Yeah, they don't know and they don't consider. Like that gentleman that passed by in his expedition.
Yeah, he could ask.
You know, like they know, like they know this is where the spirit of your father is.
Yeah.
You know, come over here. But they're like, and then the first verse we got, make the heart of the people fat and gross, so that they don't understand what they see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and be saved by believing in the name of Yahushua. So if he would have stopped and been like, hey man, blah blah blah, you know.
Like that gentleman last week.
Yeah.
He pulled up and got out of his car.
He got stuff, and then he subscribed. But then we don't know what's going to happen to him. We want him to come into this truth.
Yeah.
But that's what we're doing. See, this is an exciting time.
Yeah.
The new Matrix came out yesterday.
I haven't seen it. Good.
Oh man, it's good. It's not as good as you would think it would be.
Yeah.
It's deep. It makes you think.
Oh, okay.
It makes you think, like really deep.
Yeah.
So one of those things that makes you think about is reincarnation.
Oh, okay.
See, these people came back before. That's why they're here. That's why they want to come over here.
Yeah.
Because we were back in Rome, or we were back in a city, back in all those ancient kingdoms, prophesying.
Yeah.
Like there's, if you go to Mexico, there's people gets on the streets and starts prophesying. They just don't know why they're doing it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because of the way we are.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there too in Mexico.
So, and then I want to bring out some of this information about Nimrod.
Because today's Christmas.
Yeah, it's Christmas. So I'm not going to get too into it because I want to hear your guys' lesson.
Yeah.
But basically, the Nimrod and Semiramis, the creators of religion that spread throughout the world. So it has a list here that says Nimrod had tremendous influence on the world's religions. First one is Christmas, and then second is Easter, third Trinity, fourth the nameless Lord worship, and that's what all these guys.
That's where they get that Trinity doctrine from.
Yeah.
That started from them.
Started from them. Yeah, and it seems like the Lord, Yahweh, destroyed everything with water, right? And then these guys came out of Ham, yeah.
Yeah.
Just to do what? Wickedness, right?
Yeah.
Just to set an example, just to show you that things have to be in order. It can't be this without that.
Same dude that created the Babel Tower that the Most High
it.
came down and.
That's it. Smashed it up.
Yep.
So this dude Nimrod, basically his name means to rebel, and the Tower of Babel means to also rebel against him.
Yeah.
It means confusion. That's why this place is called Babylon the Great. It's
Yeah.
rebelling against Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Yeah.
That's all they do.
All our people are celebrating that shit. Nearly all of them on the chart, literally celebrating this wicked shit though.
So this guy came after the flood.
Yeah.
And I just want to talk about this one thing that everybody here does that celebrates the same as Nimrod, is that Christmas tree.
Yeah.
So you want to get Jeremiah 10, verse 2. Genesis 10, verse 8. Talking about Nimrod right now, and how this guy Nimrod basically started is basically the father of all wickedness. Not like Esau. Esau's a lame name, but this guy started all these things. And one of the things that they do is the worship of the tree, which is just an obelisk, which is a penis. You want to go ahead and get there?
Jeremiah 10:2. Thus say the Most High, learn not the way of the heathen. Be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
So the signs of heaven, what are the signs? We're one of the signs of heaven. Because it said in the latter times, we're going to be out here preaching and prophesying until the end comes.
Yeah, because you wouldn't see buzz like this 10, 15, 20 years ago.
No.
Hell no.
Just now, towards the end.
Yeah. That goes to show.
And it's not like just one in every state. It's like thousands of brothers in every state.
Because I know here in California, Sacramento, the Bay Area, us, the Central, and then down south in LA.
And we met a brother that was from Modesto. He came to the camp. He said he was part of the troop. Remember that guy in the trouble we were over there in Los? That parking lot. See, so people are noticing.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of brothers that come up that want to know about the truth, but they have circumstances that they have to deal with.
Well, that guy, I don't know, he probably saw something in the sign that he didn't, because there's a guy passed by, he just said, hey, just kept.
Probably saw these. The Negroes said
Yeah.
it. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Read Jeremiah 10 and 2.
Thus said the Most High, learn not the way of the heathen, be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth the tree out of the forest, and worketh the hands of the workman with the axe.
So if they go into the forest, cut down the tree, put stencils on it, like everybody else is doing around the place. They're picking that tree up, and they don't know why. Well, you're celebrating Nimrod. The information is out there. You should go look at it and try to get some of that. So Noah had 3 sons, and Ham was the one that fathered Nimrod. So Nimrod started that business, and then thousands of years later, people are still celebrating that.
But it's just called different though, you know. So it just called it under a different name, you know. Kind of like Esau, it's not called Caucasian or white, but it's still Esau.
Still Esau. We're still Israelites. So we're still Israelites. So let's get Genesis 10, verse 8. Genesis 10 and 8.
This is Genesis 10 and 8. And Cush begat Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one in the earth.
So we started getting strong. Now, and then he was winning battles and everything like that. And then when something like that happens, the Lord is with you. That shit just doesn't happen. You can't just wake the fuck up one day and be like, I'm gonna take over the world. You know, you don't wake up and be like, I'm Alexander the Great today. I'm gonna conquer all of Europe and India and Europe. The Lord has to be with you. So the Lord was with him. Get some more of them. All the way to verse 12.
He was a mighty hunter before Yahweh Shai.
So this man was a hunter, and you know how Isaac felt about his son Esau. He loved the hunter. So Yahweh Shai showed this guy favor. Everything he hunted, he caught. So to bring
where it is said, even as Nimrod the mighty hunter before Yahweh Shai.
Hey, so this guy knew he was a hunter, and he would do the things that he has to do. So one of those things that he doesn't understand is he was made great by Yahweh Shai, and these people that are wicked take it into themselves to think, man, I'm doing this by myself. So they get a big head, and they say stuff like, I don't need God, or who's God, or what is. Well, they just get crazy. Mike, can someone get Micah 5 and 6? And then First Chronicles 1 and 10. So that's the point. Basically, if people take it into their heart that they think they're doing something great. It's like, you ever been set up like for a little a joke? Everybody's in it except you. And you think that you're really gonna get it, but it's just a joke. So that's how these people are. Nimrod was actually killing things and being a great hunter and being recognized throughout the land of Shinar. And everybody started to fear him. They were like, man, he's good.
Got a precept.
Go ahead.
There's Isaiah 10 and 5. O Syrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hands is my indignation. So the Most High used them to do the work of the Most High.
That's how he does it.
Yeah.
They're just like he's using us. So where we have Micah 5 and 6.
I got it. 5 and 6. And they shall waste the land of Syria with the sword, and the land of Nimrod, and the entrance thereof. Thus shall he deliver us from the Assyrian, when he cometh into our land, and when he threadeth within our borders.
So we got to rely on Yahweh Shai because he makes both good and evil. So the things that are happening, we know to stay away from because that's the wrath, right? And he picks people to be his wrath on the planet. He picked Esau to be the wicked. He picked other nations to be our slaves. He picked us to play this part. You know, that's the way he is. First Chronicles 1 and 10. And there's nothing you could do if Yahweh Bashim Shai picks you to do something.
The way I see it is, if you go off, I think about the Mooney Final Destination, how all those people get their judgment. That could be anyone, you know. That should be put scare into people, man.
First Chronicles 1 and 10. And Cush begat Nimrod. He began to be mighty upon the earth.
So he was going out and conquering now. So like the Lord said, he'll pick whoever he wants to do what things that he needs done. And everything has a consequence. So he picked these people because all these people had to destroy him. So there was somebody had to destroy this guy. He set up nations so that other nations could topple them down. And basically cause unsturdy mind in a weak man. You know, oh, look at all this war, man. There's nothing we could do. pray. Let's get Romans 1 and 21, and then Exodus 20 and 3.
Romans 1:21. Because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imagination, and their foolish heart was darkened.
See that? Their foolish heart was darkened. Now, let's read 21 all the way to 23.
Because that when they knew God, they glorified him as not God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible man, and to birds, and four-footed beasts, and creeping things.
So now we got the worship of idols. You ain't supposed to be worshiping idols, so why are you putting up that Christmas tree? You're worshiping penis?
Your kids will fucking want to play under them, putting shit on that shit.
I bet you if you told if somebody told you that you were worshiping a penis, you would think a little bit about that and be like, well, what am I showing my kids? You know?
And then showing too that it's okay to sit on a stranger's lap. It's fucking crazy though.
So that's ridiculous. So what happens there? You're sacrificing your kid to the fires of Molech. You don't know that Santa Claus may be a pedophile.
Yeah.
And he's getting his rocks off with your kid on his lap. That's crazy shit right there. So let's get Exodus 20 and 3.
This is Exodus 20 and 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
No other gods. No other gods, no other things that you should worship. Because, like we read in Micah, when you were getting saved and all these miracles, you didn't thank God. You weren't grateful. You didn't say, the water you how about Shimmy how shy? You know, the water for that. But people take miracles for granted every single day.
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
Hosea 8:5. Thy calf, O Samaria, hath cast thee off. My anger is kindled against them. How long will it be ere they attain to innocence?
So how long are you going to play the fool? How long are you going to say, well, I didn't know I could do that?
Because they see this shit as it's innocent.
Yeah.
It's not innocent.
Oh yeah, they talk to any Christian, so-called Christian, and then you'll tell them, you know you're sinning, and then they'll say, well, he's going to forgive me. He forgives me.
He knows my heart.
He knows my heart. Oh shit.
They always play that card, dude.
Yeah, that's cool.
I heard that shit more.
So that's the brother I know. He used to say that to me all the time. Oh, the Lord knows my heart. Now he's gone. And now you really know the Lord.
And that's just put fear, you know, and
That should be fear.
that's put fear in me too. You know, I'm not gonna lie. You know, you know what I mean?
So then, how do we show that we're not worshiping idols? We got to do things that we're told to do. So we don't. If we have a Christmas tree, we got to take that Christmas tree down, take all the decorations down, take the Santa Claus down, and throw them away. And start to rethink your life and to reassess it. Because not every day that you're going to get pardoned. So let's go to Matthew 4 and 10. And that'll be one of the last scriptures.
Here's the book of Matthew 4 and 10. Then saith Yahushua unto him, Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only that thou shalt serve.
So when was your God born? The Bible never said that your God was born. Your God was always there. But Yahushua was born, and it also tells you that he was reincarnated. But you don't want to believe that. You want to pick and choose what you want to believe in. Never did it say, you know, on this cold ass day, the star Bethlehem went and showed the Magi the way to where Yahushua was born. It didn't say that. You You know, it gives you times. It gives you actually. It doesn't give you any times. It gives you explanations of the seasons. Because it tells you that the shepherds were out there. Now, if the shepherds were out there, it wasn't no fucking cold.
And then I said, you talking about Luke, second chapter, right? Talk about the tax season. When we do taxes, usually around March.
Yeah.
Come on, you know.
See, these guys, they do play around too much. But like the scripture says, they fill up their head thinking that they're something when there really ain't nothing.
Yeah.
It's like, man, you saw what the Lord did to Egypt. Just because it was thousands of years ago doesn't mean it's not going to happen again. Because this place keeps calling itself Egypt and ancient Rome and all those places, like Babylon. See, let's name all the places that this kingdom called itself. The nicknames: Babylon the Great, spiritual Egypt, Sodom and Gomorrah, what is it, the land of the wicked, the lake of fire,
Shadow of the Valley of Death.
Shadow of the Valley of Death. Man,
That's a lot of.
that's a lot of nicknames. It's a lot of comparisons. You're comparing it the right way. Somebody's making those observations. Like, man, these motherfuckers are wicked.
Because they don't want this place to go down, you know?
No.
They want to continue with their lives. And
But look at where we're at right now, and the economy and the geopolitical system that's going down is not doing very well. Russia's talking that big stuff, saying, you know what? USA, you better not come to Ukraine.
yeah, because Biden was saying, oh, the only thing we can do is just move forward. What does that mean?
What the fuck does that mean?
You know?
See, this guy Biden's, he's straight up, he don't give a fuck. You thought Trump was bad. This guy is fucking worse.
Worse. You can tell he's cutthroat.
He said, you know what? You gotta get the vaccine.
yeah.
He'll switch that shit on you, man. He'll switch that shit on you. Just be like, we'll be asking him, how do you feel about leaving Afghanistan? You know what would make leaving Afghanistan better? If everybody got vaccinated.
Yeah. Because my woman saw the symptoms, it's just like the average cold.
Oh yeah, it's average cold. So,
Yeah.
but still, we gotta pray for each other because you know, when someone gets sick, it's a scary thing because you don't know what you got. Your body knows that it has to fight. Just like we know we have to come out here and show ourselves so we can get approved. You know, there's a lot of things that we have to do, and then this wicked kingdom does not allow it. Like the wicked decrees. Now they're getting to a place where, at my work, they're trying to offer you $1,000 to stay.
No shit.
But I'm like, man, what the fuck? I understand what he told you. I already applied for my religious exemption. If you want to give it to me, give it to me. But you know what? I ain't thinking about staying here. You know, if they want to give you one in June 2022 and December of 2022, if you make it that long. So these people know something's gonna happen this fucking year.
I was gonna say, in order for them to have a date already.
How the fuck do you know those dates? Those are gonna be crucial dates, man.
They don't even see it coming though.
Well, the people out here don't see it coming.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Really,
Those people.
we don't see it. We don't see it coming. We can sense it. Like, you know how the animals, when the earthquake, they'll fly around. Or
The horses start running.
Yeah.
They feel they know it's coming.
We see it coming, and these wicked elites see it. They know it's gonna come because they're orchestrating it. So you gotta be careful. And then the Apostle Rama put out a PSA saying you gotta apply for your exemption ASAP. If you're gonna get one, you're gonna get one. Don't get fired. But if you don't get that exemption, what are you gonna do? You know, you just gotta do the things that you're supposed to do. But the Lord will take care of you. We ain't got a trip, you know. So basically, that was my lesson. You know, beware of false idols. Don't worship any God rather than your God. And you gotta stay praying. So I'm gonna give it up to the brother. Yeah.
No, because false idols, right? So today I want to speak about, Santa Claus. You know, because a lot of our people do tend to like worship, idolize him a lot. You know, so yeah, today I want to speak upon him. Bible Chuck, can you get a Colossians 2:8?
Colossians 2:8, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach.
It said man's tradition, right? So the Santa Claus that we know here in America, it came apart as in this guy named Clement Clark Ward. Back in 1822, he's the one that wrote the poem The Night Before Christmas. So he's the guy that pretty much got an idea within another idea and put it all together. So he got this St. Nicholas, which he was actual saint. He actually was an Israelite. You know, he was actually in the village in I think it was called Parata or something to do with that.
He was part of the Byzantine Empire.
Yeah. Because he was around the 3rd century.
Yeah.
You know, so he was known, he was Israelite. He was known to give gifts to kids, and his parents were actually like wealthy though, but they told him, hey, you know what, work hard and give. You know, he was a devoted say Christian though, so there goes to show he devoted himself to Yahweh Shai, so he knew of Yahweh Shai, and he became a young bishop though, but he died young too, you know. So that's the thing, you know. So this guy Clement got the idea of St. Nicholas from that. And actually, St. Nicholas, the real one, he actually died in December 6th though. So every year they would do like little feastings though for him, you know. So this guy Clement got that idea, you know. And then he also got another idea from Santa Claus, which was like a Dutch Santa Claus over there. And this guy used to ride on a fucking 8-legged horse. And he had some connections with that pagan god named Odin. So that's what they believed though, you know. And this guy was like, all right, you know what? Let's set up a horse with 8 legs. Let's get some reindeers, 8 reindeers. And let's all have a name for them. So this guy got that and that together and made Santa Claus, you know what I mean? And that guy, Santa Claus, you know who his owls are? His owls are Jakes though. And I'll actually Google that right now real quick. So it's crazy though because they're blackface. They're not even like, they're blackface owls. So I'll just get that real quick though to show you brothers. The camera records though, but see, it goes to show that they're doing a bunch of mockery to Jake, right? You know, over there in Europe though, because they celebrate Santa Claus, French, over there in Netherlands, and I believe so in I think not Germany, Sweden. You know, they celebrate. He's a big thing over there because that's their Santa Claus out there. And I'll just pull up this picture real quick to show you how his name should be Sinister Claus, because this guy goes, you know what I mean? It's crazy though. I'll show you. There's a lot of pictures though. Look at blackface. And that's his owls right there. You see that? Those Santa Claus right there, and those are his little owls. Blackface. Yeah. You know? It goes to show you who's the real
who's the real hypocrite.
Yeah.
Who's real or racist.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So he got that idea from that guy, and he put that together. You know, he put that together. So that became Santa Claus. You know, and then later on, back in this guy named Thomas Nast, he was an illustrator. So he was like, you know what? Let's add on more to this Santa Claus guy. He's the one that made up the North Pole and the naughty list. So since he was an illustrator, he illustrated that shit, and it was a newspaper big back in the day called Harper's Weekly. You know, so everyone got to see who was Santa Claus. You know, they knew about him having a North Pole, they knew him having elves, the reindeer, and all that shit though. So all this shit was like, you know, all about America. You know, people were getting the newspaper and seeing the Santa Claus though. But guess where Santa Claus wasn't permitted at? Christmas was permitted at. And the churches back then in 1800s, the churches weren't even allowing none of that shit though to happen in their church. So people were like, you know what, this Christian church ain't allowing Christmas to happen here, let's go switch to the Catholic religion. Yeah. So a lot of people actually switched to the Catholic religion, and then Christians later on was like, oh, you know what, we celebrate Christmas over here. And so that's just to get the people back.
It's all business.
Yeah. So a bunch of hypocrites, even back in the 1800s though, you know. And that's the thing, man, that our people, they, you know, when I was a little kid, the first thing I knew was Santa Claus before I even knew Yahweh Shai. That's sad, you know? because you wait up on your window to see when he's coming or not. As a little kid and shit though. So when you want to talk about the Bible to your kid, they don't, and then you tell them later that Santa Claus is real, they don't even believe in the Bible. You're like, man, you're a liar though. So why would I believe in the Bible? You're setting your son or your daughter up for failure, you know? And that's the thing, you know? Bubble Chuck, you get Leviticus 19, 3 and 4. Because today's Christmas. But we're out here, man. We always see these dry bones and shit, and they don't even know.
Trying the beef jerky over here.
Yeah. Eating ham, praying over that shit. Praying to sweet Jesus.
Oh shit. They're wearing pork skin condoms.
Yeah. Fucking watching, I don't know, it's football today or something, you know?
I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
This is Leviticus 19 and 3. He shall fear every man his mother and his father to keep my Sabbaths. I am Yahweh outside your power. Turn ye not unto idols, nor make to yourselves molten gods. I am Yahweh outside your power.
We'll turn to idols though. Because you see Santa, man, you see those inflatable ass Santa Claus and shit in people's front yard.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? You see the fake Santa Claus on top of the roof and shit. You know, my grandma has this little statue of fucking Santa Claus in her house and shit, you know what I mean?
That shit is fucking. The spirit's heavy on the idols today.
Yeah.
That's fucking retarded.
Yeah.
So how come that doesn't bring happiness to these Edomites, man? Because I just seen an Edomite family break up yesterday, and they had the biggest ornaments in the fucking yard.
You know what the video did last night?
Yeah, I was like, fuck yeah. Because I've been, I just been like, you know, I've been kind of depressed, man. This is fucking bullshit. But that shit made me laugh, and I was like, man, there goes your Christmas right there. And that lady said, I hope you and your mom fucking die.
Exactly what Edomite lady would say.
That shit is fucking hilarious, bro. I thought you're supposed to wish Merry Christmas.